So in the last class, discussed about the system databases, and we also discussed about the table creation, inserting values in the table, and filtering the records based on the where class, and also like how to create the tables using GUI, how to create the tables using command tsql, and we also discussed about the system databases and the use of system databases, importance of the system databases, right? So, and we started discussing about the patching yesterday, right? The last class, the previous one. So now let's continue with the patching discussion. So as I said, generally patching is nothing but applying the latest updates. Okay, applying the updates or latest updates. So we have different types of updates, mainly four types of updates. Major updates called service packs, minor updates called cumulative updates, and GDRs and QFEs. Okay, general distribution release, quick fix engineering. Okay, general distribution release, quick fix engineering. These are ad hoc updates. Okay, immediately Microsoft will release. Don't wait for the upcoming year service pack, or don't wait for the next month cumulative update. If something happens suddenly, like an attack kind of thing, okay, immediately Microsoft will release the fix immediately, so that, okay, you have to apply those fixes to avoid that vulnerabilities and all, to avoid that attacks and all. Okay, so these are all the different types of updates as discussed, but the process is same, only the update will be changed. Okay, so there is no separate process of patching SQL Server with SP and CU and QFE and GDR. Process is same for all the four updates. Okay, if you are patching service pack, you will download the service pack and you are going to apply it. If you want to patch with a cumulative update, you will download the cumulative update and you will apply it. The same way, if it is a QFE, you will download the QFE file and you will apply it. If it is a GDR, you will download the GDR file and you will apply it. Process is same, steps are same, options are same. Okay, there is no change at all. Only difference is the file. If it is a service pack, you will download service pack file. If it is a cumulative update, you will download cumulative update. If it is a QFE, and you will copy the QFE, or you will download the QFE. And if it's a GDR, you will download the GDR and you will apply it. Only the update file will be changed, remaining the process and everything is same. So let's try to understand. Okay, so as I said, from which version onwards SQL Server stopped supporting that service packs, guys? From which version onwards?
2017.
From 2017. Okay.
Till 2016 it allowed, but from
Yes, okay. From 2017 onwards, we don't have, okay, service packs concept. That doesn't mean we don't have updates. We have updates. Instead of service packs, the updates are going to be released as, okay, cumulative updates and QFEs and GDRs. Generally, Microsoft will release these updates on every Tuesday. Every Tuesday means not every Tuesday. If there is a chance, it will try to release on Tuesdays. Okay, next month or whenever it is. Tuesdays, it will release the Microsoft patches. So that's why generally we'll call it as a patch Tuesdays. In Microsoft terminology, we'll call it as a patch Tuesdays, because Microsoft generally it will try to release the updates on any Tuesdays. So we'll call it as a patch Tuesdays. Okay, fine. So now let's try to understand. Up to 2016, we have service packs and cumulative updates. Correct? Means if you are patching the SQL Server of any version up to 2016, if you are patching the SQL Server of any version up to 2016, you have to patch how many times, guys? Can anyone tell me?
2 times.
You have to patch twice. So first you have to apply the patch of service pack, and then you have to apply the patch of cumulative update immediately. Okay, SQL Server builds.blogspot.com. It's a third party website, it's a blogspot, and you can see all the updates of Microsoft releasing. And when you click on that particular update, it will directly route you to Microsoft website. Okay, so no issues, you can trust this website. Right, if you see here, okay, not all softwares, not all the versions will have up to SP4. Okay, if you see SQL Server 2005 and SQL Server 2000 and even SQL Server before the 2000 also, we have SP4 up to 80, up to SP4. Sorry. Yeah. So if you see some of the versions, SQL Server 2005 also we have up to SP4, and SQL Server 2008. One minute. Yeah. Okay. So SQL Server to the come on. It is going like this. Right. Okay. So if you see SQL Server 2012, we have up to SP4, guys. But SQL Server 2008, we have SP4. 8R2, we have till SP3 only. Max to max service packs are only SP4. That is maximum. Up to SP4, it was released. Of course, it was past. Okay. So now almost 9 years over. So it's not going to release any of the service packs and all now. Okay. So generally what it will do, as I said, remember earlier, Microsoft will provide you the support. Okay, for every software that you are buying, for every version that you are buying, Microsoft will provide you the support for up to, okay, 10 years. Okay, 10 years like that. If you see here, it was released in the year of 2008 and the support date ended in 2014, and extended support they are going to give you 5 more years, which will be 2019. Okay, so 2008 to 2019, how many years? Roughly 10 to 11 years, right? 10 to 11 years. So if you go to any version, the same scenario, 2012, released in the year of 2012 for plus 5 years, okay? 2017, they give support, normal support and all. And if you pay extra, they will give extended support till 2022. So 2012 will support up to 2022, means up to 2022 year, they are going to release the updates. Okay, after that, they will not release any updates because, as I said, once they stopped supporting, means they will not support, they will not release any of the new updates for that particular version. And even if something goes wrong with that 2012, you cannot contact Microsoft also. Simply they will check your version first. They will check your support, okay, whether support date is there or not, whether your software package is below the support date or under the support date or not. If there is a support policy, they are going to give the support and all. If it is not, okay, below the support, and if it's beyond the support date, and simply they will tell you, okay, sorry, we cannot give you the support as the support and extended support date is completed. So these kind of updates will be released, okay, but for any version, the max to max service packs are up to SP4 only. SP1, SP2,
We have to sit
SP3,
on here and then step
SP4.
the break. But the
Yeah. So up to SP4, we have the service packs, guys. Again, I'm saying that doesn't mean every version should have up to SP4. Okay, some of the versions like 2012, 2008. So we have up to SP4. 2008 are to up to SP3 only we have. 2014 up to SP3. 2016 also up to SP3 we have. Okay. Still till next year, Microsoft is going to support for 2016. So till next year, it might release service pack also. We don't know. Okay, for 2016, it might release 2016 service pack 4. Okay, we don't know. We are not sure on that, but it might release because one more year is there. Okay, like this, it is going to support, guys. So means if you are using in your project, if you are using SQL Server version up to 2016, you have to patch twice at a time. You have to patch twice. Okay, you have to patch the latest service pack, and you have to patch with the latest cumulative update on top of that. Okay, you have to patch with the latest cumulative update on top of that. So let's try to understand the same things, guys. Okay, so now if you open this Excel, when you install RTM, okay, when you install RTM, for example, this is 2012, something like that, 2012 RTM, guys. Okay, 2012 RTM. And as I said, this is SP1 for 2012, SP2 for 2012, SP3 for 2012, SP4 for 2012. Okay, listen carefully. So 2012, it was released in which year it was released, guys? 2012 RTM. 2012 RTM, in which year it was released?
2012 only, sir.
2012 only, right? So now imagine 2012 SP1, in which year it might release roughly. I am not asking any exact date and all.
2013.
Maybe 1 year, right? Minimum it will take 1 year for major updates. Major updates Microsoft will release at least for 1 year, like minimum 1 year it will take. So might be 2013. But till 2013, if as this is new, by that time 2012 we don't know what and all bugs are there. Normal bugs are fixed, but still when you are using the software, we'll get lot of bugs and all. Or else if any attacks are there, it cannot wait till 2013, right? So definitely we'll have minor updates, right? Okay, so on top of RTM, we'll have minor updates like this CU1, CU2, okay, like this. Okay, let me check how many minor updates are there up to 2012, right? CU11, okay, CU11, CU10, 11, right? Now it was released in the year of 2013, okay, it was released in the year of 2013. So now if you see here for service pack, for major updates also again minor updates will be there, right? SP1, CU1 this is. Okay. And if you see here 2012 up to CU16 they released. Up to CU16 they released. CU15, CU16. This is SP1, CU1 because SP2 can be released in the year of 2014 or 2015. We don't know. Until then, if only SP1 is there, if any bugs are there, how it is going to fix it? By using the minor updates CU1, CU2, CU3, CU4 like that. And then SP2 is released. And what is the cumulative update for SP2 2012, right? Up to CU10 we have. So CU1, okay, up to CU10 we have the minor updates. CU10, this is CU16, SP1, SP2, CU16, CU16, okay, got it. CU16. For this also we have CU16. And for SP3 we have up to CU10 only, okay, CU1 to CU10. Fine. Now, this is RTM CU1. Are you getting the point, guys, everyone? Roughly, what do you think when it is going to be released, guys? Tell me. Now tell me when it is going to release RTM CU1. Just a rough idea. Because cumulative updates will be released every month once, monthly once, or at least 1 month. So if it was released in the 2012, imagine July. So when this CU1 is going to be released?
In
RTM.
August
August.
Maybe August,
2012.
right? Maybe August,
Right.
right? Now, this was released in the year of 2013. And what do you think when it was released, CU1? Maybe February 2013. What do you think when it is going to be released?
March.
Maybe March 2013, right? So now do you think August CU1 is equals to March CU1?
No, sir.
Both are CU1s only. Don't get confused here. Both are CU1s only. But this is August 2012 CU1. This is March 2013 CU1. That means you'll have more updates, right? We'll have more updates on this. So all are Shanmukh, all are CU1s only, right? So on top of this RTM, can I install this SP3 CU1? Is it possible? No. If you want to install this CU1, what is the minimum criteria?
SP3.
You have to patch with SP3 first. Without patching with SP3, you cannot patch any of these updates. If you want to apply the CU10, this what is the full name of the CU10? SP3 CU10. So first from RTM, the thing is, it's not mandatory to install all the CUs. It's not mandatory to install all the SPs. Now imagine today, 2025, okay, August 3rd, if I want to install SQL 2012, today I installed 2012 RTM. Now with what update I am going to patch this SQL Server, guys, now? Tell me. I have to patch it. Whenever you install SQL Server, the next step is
SP3.
you have to patch. So with what update I have to patch now? Tell me.
SP3 CU10.
That's it. The latest one for SQL Server 2012 is SP3 CU10. So first I have to patch the SQL Server 2012 with SP3. Once that is finished, I have to apply CU10 of SP3. Don't think all CUs are same. Are you getting the point, guys? Shanmukh, this is also C1, this is also C1, this is also C1. So any CU1 will work on this RTM? No. This is SP3 CU1, this is SP2 CU1, this is SP1 CU1. Lot of difference is there. You might have seen like the updates are the name is same, but if you read combine, that will be sp1 cu1, sp2 cu1, sp3 cu1. So sp1 cu1 is not equals to sp3 cu1. Is it clear, guys, everyone? So now the latest update that I have to apply, okay, now is in case if no one patched this 2012 RTM till now, I don't need to apply all these updates and all. Simply the latest service pack and sorry. The latest service pack is SP4. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The latest service pack is SP4 for 2012. As we don't have cumulative updates, we forgot about this. So on SP4 we don't have any cumulative updates. So now we don't have cumulative updates for this particular 2012 for SP4. So now you have to patch the SQL Server 2012 with SP4 directly. No need to apply all these updates, guys. Okay, if you apply all these updates, what will happen? 1 plus 11 plus 16, 27 plus 16, how much? 37 plus 6, 43 plus 10, 53 plus 1, 2, 3, 56 updates means 56 times you have to patch. That is completely wrong. SP4 contains all the updates of previous, okay, service packs and cumulative updates. SP4 contains all the previous updates of particular service packs, major and minor updates, guys. So you have to always apply the latest update. It can be a service pack, it can be a cumulative update, guys. Okay, so now is it clear why we have to patch twice? If you are working with SQL Server 2016 up to 2016, you have to patch twice. Why? First patch is your major update. Once that is patched successfully, the next patch will be minor update. So that is the reason if someone is asking you to patch SQL Server 2016 now, so with what update you have to patch, guys? The latest is SP3 only. Okay, the latest is if someone is asking you to patch with SQL Server 2014, then
SP3 CU4.
yes, first you have to patch with
SP3
SP3. First you have to download SP3 patch file. Then you have to download CU4 patch file. Then first you have to apply patches using SP3. Once that is successful, then you have to apply CU4, guys, directly. Is it clear now, everyone? Any questions, doubts so far, please? Are we good on this part? So up to 2016, you have to patch twice. In case if you have the cumulative updates. Now 2016, if you go, the latest one is SP3 only. There is no cumulative update. If cumulative update is there, you can see here like how it is showing here. In the same way you can see here. So there is no cumulative. So if you are patching 2016, simply you can patch with SP3. If you are patching 2014, so you have to patch with SP3 plus you have to patch with CU4 also. And if you go with the SQL Server 2012, you can directly patch with SP4. There is no cumulative update for SP4. So like that you can see this is how you can manage the patches, guys. But from 2017 onwards, okay, there is no concept of service packs from 2017 onwards. Say for example, now today you want to patch SQL Server 2022, okay, you can directly download CU20 and you can apply the patches on top of RTM. You can directly download CU20 and you can directly apply the patches. So if you want to apply, sometimes they will ask you what is the latest update for 2019. What is the latest update of 2019, guys?
U32.
CU32.
U32, okay. They might ask the latest updates on the latest versions by the time when you are going for the interviews, maybe 1 month, next 1 month or 2 months. By that time, if any updates are there, just have a look because always we have to patch the SQL servers. That is our regular business, guys. In the organization, we'll keep practicing the patches, okay. We'll keep patching the servers 365 days. Okay, not every server. Okay, we have to put the cycle right, so that I'll explain. So regularly we will patch the latest versions only. So regularly we'll copy the patch file. So of course we'll remember these latest cumulative updates and all. So sometimes when you are going for the interviews, they might ask what is the latest update of SQL Server 2022, what is the latest update of SQL 2019. So you have to remember this. So for 2022, it was CU20. For now, okay, it was released. See, it was released July only. Okay, and this was released. CU32 was released February 2025. Okay, till now there is no update from 2019. Okay, from Microsoft there is no update. Maybe they might release next month. Okay, so this is how it is going to be managed, guys. Okay, so now how to download the patch file? So generally what we are going to do is the process, how the process will start as discussed. So first imagine if 600 servers are there. Okay. So what we will do, our manager or lead will prepare the list of the servers. The 2012, how many servers are there? 2014, how many servers are there? 16, 17, 19, 2019, 2022, like that he will prepare the list. Then he is going to distribute some servers. You might get, for example, imagine if 200 servers are there, and if you are the team of, okay, 10 members, imagine you are the team of 10 members, or 500 servers are there, you are the team of 10 members. So everyone will get 50 servers, right? Everyone will get 50. In that 50 servers, a mixed 50 servers, okay? Some of the servers can be 2012, some of them are 2014, some of them are 2016. In case if your organization is using the older versions, if there are no old versions, simply you might get a 2019, 2022 and all. So you will get your 50 servers. So you will have the list of 50 servers with you. And in the organization will maintain everything in the inventory list. Inventory is nothing but the servers. Okay, how many servers are there? The versions of all the servers. Okay, who is the owner of this server? Owner, as I said, remember guys, POC, point of contact. SPOC, single point of contact. For every server, there will be a owner. We'll call him as business owner, application owner, client, okay, with the different names. In some organization, we'll call it as a business owner approval needed. In some organization, we'll call it as application owner approval needed. In some organization, we'll call it as a client approvals needed. Okay, these are the names. Okay, so for every server, owner will be there. So he is the business owner. Means you have to take his approval first to patch the server. So you have to list out all your 50 servers. Whatever it is the number, I'm just giving you a reference. So you will list out all the 50 servers. Imagine in the 50 servers, you have 20 SQL 2022 machines are there. You have 20 instances, okay, which are running with the SQL Server 2022. You will list out those 20 instances, and every instance will be owner will be there. We have to maintain that list. Shanmukh, I don't know where is the owner and all. It's your organization responsibility to maintain that list, because regularly we'll be in touch with them. Once they approve, then only we can proceed to do anything on the server, either reboot or patching or any upgradations or anything. Okay, so regularly we have to take their approvals. So you have to maintain the list. In case if you go to any small project where they don't have the list, you have to prepare the list of servers, like a list of inventory and who is the owner of each server, how to contact him, what is his Teams ID, what is his Outlook email ID. So everything you have to list out, and you have to send an email to the business owner. So what to send, guys? So you have to first let him know that you are trying to patch the server. Okay, so now what you will do, you will send an email to business owner. In that email you are going to include your DBA team email to the client about patching. Okay, so you have to send an email like this, because you have to take their approvals right before patching. Okay, once the customer approved, okay, customer, business owner, application owner, client, everyone is same. Once the customer is approved, okay, then only you are good to patch the servers. You are good to proceed with the patching, and also you have to send an email. Imagine Eric is the business owner. Imagine Eric is the business owner. So you have to send an email. In that email, you have to include, okay, the recipients are recipients. Okay, you have to include DBA team. You have to include the DBA team. Okay, you have to include the client, and you have to include your manager. Okay, You have to include your manager and the lead. Of course, they will be there in this team, but what happened is when you are in a group, the mails they are going to set up some rules. So because we'll keep getting the mails, lot of mails we are keep getting. So what manager and lead will do is they are going to set up some rule. So if you include, okay, in the particular this one DBA team, they might in overlook, they might miss those mails. So specifically you have to include manager and lead, okay? And remember one thing, guys, in the IT, if you want success, even though you are not working, you have to show that you are working. Show off is very, very important if you need growth. Believe me, if your friend is working very hard 16 hours per day and he is fixing 100 tickets per day, but he is not informing to the manager, will not give you any recognition. And if you are doing 2 tickets per day, and in every ticket, if you are including your manager, for you there is a high chances to get the promotion. Your manager and lead should know that you are working. Show off, show off, show off. If you need success in the IT, some people, not some people, most of the people, 90% don't like this show off. Only 10 people, okay, they want to show their work, so they will only get the success. So there is no success mantra in the IT to be succeeded. One is, okay, you have to show off your work. Even though you are doing a small piece of work, include manager, include lead, okay, send an email to the customer. If sometimes for small, small things also customers will send an appreciations. Oh, you did well, you saved my day. Like that, you will get the appreciation. So that appreciations count you. Next time when you are going for the hike meeting, manager or lead will see these appreciations only, not how many tickets. Of course, they will see the count. But if you are not getting the appreciations, there is no use of your work. Okay, so this is very, very important, guys. Please show off your work, small or big, anything. Okay, try to show off. Of course, I know that you don't like, even I also don't like to show off the work. Okay, but if you need success, that is one thing that you have to do. Okay, now you have to send an email. You have to first take their approval. Okay, we are trying to patch, we have to patch the SQL server, whatever it is version. Hey Eric, okay, we are planning to patch the SQL server 2022 with the latest update CU20. This needs a downtime. We have to patch the SQL server. I mean, before and after patching, we have to restart the Windows machine. It's mandatory, okay? Before and after patching, we have to restart the Windows machine. Okay, so we need your downtime approvals, or let us know when we can apply the patches. Okay, so that you have to ask Eric. Eric is the client, Eric is the business owner, Eric is the application owner, whoever, like you have to include him. And then application team also you have to include him in that particular, you have to include in that particular email, and then you have to send an email. Yes, please, Vinay.
So if we ask what is the length of downtime, then what we can
I'll tell
say?
you, I'll tell you, I'll tell you. Okay, right.
And sir, we're able to see the update under the like CU1 SP3, like
I'm not getting your question, Anil. You are able to see
the update, like
update.
see we have latest update under CU15 or CU16 like this.
Okay.
So we are able to see the update. What is
This
the
is the
update
what?
under?
This is the update, right? You can see here. This is the latest update. In case if you want to see previous updates, just click on that. You can see all the previous updates. This is the latest. This the latest one only. It will show you first here in this website. Okay. Currently, the latest one for SQL 2022 is CU20.
Mm.
Okay. So if you want previous updates also, CU19, CU16 also, you can just click on this. Now it is not working properly, but generally it will work. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me try to open in another browser. It is not working. Hmm. So if you want to see all the updates of C20 SQL Server 2022, you can just click on that. You can see all the updates. If you want to see the latest update in the home page, generally you'll have latest update. That is what you're asking, Anil?
Yeah, okay, sir. Actually, what I'm trying to ask, if we have any new updates
Hmm.
to add any application, So we need to know, right? What is the theoretical update? What?
Which update? I mean, like in this U20, what kind of updates will be there? You're asking.
Hmm.
See, that is what your question, Anil? Is it?
Yes, yes.
So in the CU13 Shanmukh, if I install CU13, what kind of updates will be there in the CU13? See that
Yes.
that also we can see. When you open that website, when you open that link, it will route you to the Microsoft, okay, website. There, this update is having what kind of fixes, what kind of bugs, okay, everything it will show you. Let me show you that also, okay. This is CU20, right? Just go to this link. It will route you to the Microsoft website, and every update will call it as a KB article. KB means knowledge base article. Every update. So in this update, when it was released, okay, what is the version? And then if you go down, known fixes. See, these are all the bugs it is going to fix. These are all the bugs related to analysis services and SQL Server engine, fixes and assertion failure. Okay. In case if you are having, guys, some issues can be fixed only with the help of updates, guys. Sometimes if any issue comes, if any error comes, means we might think we are doing wrong. No, we are not actually doing wrong. Sometimes that can be a bug that can be fixed with the help of any of the update. Okay, so that you will get to know if you troubleshoot, if you keep troubleshooting, if you keep searching in the Google and all. Okay, so like these are all the updates, Anil. So this is what you're asking, right? What and all things it is going to be updated.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, you can see the updates. Okay, using the same link, you can see the updates.
Yes. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so you have to send an email to your business owner, okay, asking for the downtime. So you have to request them. Where is that? Hmm. Hi, Rick. Okay, we are planning to patch the SQL Server, okay, 2022 on server name, okay, with CU20, okay. We have to restart the Windows Server before and after patching. Okay. Kindly let us know when we can. Okay. Patching takes, as generally we can include this also. The whole patching process will takes 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Generally it won't take that much, but you can ask for safe side, because suddenly if the patch is failed, imagine patch generally it will be completed less than 1 hour only. You took only 1 hour for safe side. Imagine if the patch is failed, in the next hour onwards, the SLA clock will be counted. Okay, so it will be a problem to us. So for safer side, we are going to take 2 to 3 hours. Okay, because sometimes we even take the precautions also by taking the database backups and all. So for all these things, roughly we can take for safer side. If you ask 2 to 3 hours, and if you can complete the whole process in 1 hour, it will be good. If you ask 1 hour, suddenly like something went wrong and it was dragged to 2 to 3 hours, then it's not good, right? You will get negative impact. So that is the reason generally roughly will take 2 to 3 hours of downtime. Okay, whole patching process will take 2 to 3 hours of downtime. Okay, 3 hours of downtime. So kindly let us know. Okay, kindly let us know what is the best time to apply the patches, or when we can apply the patches. It's like that you have to send an email. Okay, thanks and regards. So you have to send an email to Eric, and Eric can't say no, because patches are very common, not only for SQL Server, any softwares, the patches are very, very important for the security perspective also. Eric cannot say no. Eric has to give the downtime window. Okay. It can be a weekdays, it can be a weekends, but Eric has to give the downtime window. So once Eric approved, so what Eric will do, Eric will reply like, hi team, go ahead. You can apply the patches. You can apply the patches on this Saturday. Okay. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. Any, like he will mention the date and time also exactly, Saturday or Sunday. Maybe Saturday 3 to, okay, 6 a.m. IST or EST. He has to mention, actually he has to mention the timings and all, exactly the date and time stamp, and with time zone also, because generally clients will be in the US, UK, right? So they will mention like 3 to 6 a.m. and all. So if we don't know which time zone it is, you might think that is in your 3 to 6 IST in your time zone. Okay, but you have to include that client has to include. Generally, clients will include exactly the time zone and all. But in case if we miss, you have to ask. Okay, is it EST or IST? No need to ask in the email directly. You can ping him in the Teams and you can ask. Okay, take the confirmation from the client directly, and then you are good to proceed with the patching. Yes, Vinay, please.
So since this require window restart, so we also need the window team to restart, or we can do on our own, and also we have to take the backup before the patching,
I'll
just
tell
before the
you.
patching.
See, precautions I'll tell you when I. Okay. In case if I'm not covering, you can ask that one. Precautions and all what we have to do, I'm going to cover. So the thing is, the question is, uh, generally DBAs will be local administrators because we have to perform lot of operations locally. So we should be part of local administrator. So if we are part of local administrator, we can restart the SQL server. I mean Windows server as well. In case in some projects, very rarely, 1 or 2 percentage, they don't give local administrator permissions. So we cannot see the power options to reboot also. In such scenario, you can take the help of Windows team. Okay, so that is sometimes, or for safer side, for example, there are some worst scenarios like if it sometimes if the machines are too old, if it is 2005 or if it is 2008 machines, sometimes they will create a trouble when you restart the servers and all. If you feel that that is a old machine and if you feel that there is a problem, you can see history, right? Sorry. You will see the history, right? Regularly you will patch those servers only. You will see the history. Okay, last time this server created a problem. Okay, chalo, let's take the help of Windows team this time. Okay, so you have to include Windows team also, because as you are doing patches on weekends, you have to inform before only. You cannot go and ask their help in the last minute. Weekends means limited support will be there. Only one person will be there in the shift. Okay, if it is weekdays, Monday to Friday, 3, 4 people will be there. If it's a weekend, means only one person will be there. Okay, for safer side, to make sure everything, the systems are up and running. So if you go and ask him in the last minute, they will simply deny. No, we don't support. You have to come early. You have to come in the proper channel or proper gate. Okay, they don't accept, guys. In case if you need Windows team help, then just in the same mail, just add once the Eric is approved. So simply you can forward that email to the Windows team. You can include the Windows team in that email chain. Hey, Windows team. Or if manager is there, particular manager you can refer. Hey Pavan, okay, we are planning to patch the server on Saturday night 3 to 6 a.m. Kindly please, okay, um, please allocate one Windows resource to us for the reboot of the Windows servers. Then definitely that Windows manager also, the Windows team manager also will allocate, because you're asking before only. You're not coming in the last minute. So definitely he's going to accept, and he will, at least to that particular guy who is supporting from 3 to 6, he will tell to him, okay, DBA team will come, just help them. Like that, he is going to, okay, guide his particular team member and all. So this is the process, guys. Any questions, doubts so
Do we
far?
also do we also have these type of scenario that we have 2019 and 2016 server on the same machine,
Yeah.
and we have to patch 2016, then the restart will result in the downtime of the 2019 as well. Do we have these type of scenarios?
Will be there, will be there, will be there. See, the thing is, anyhow, I'm going to cover one by one. Okay. So as you're asking, in case in one Windows machine, if one SQL server is there, no issues, guys. Okay. This is one Windows machine. In this Windows machine, as of now, actually we have two instances. The perfect example we can say we have two instances in this Windows machine, right? We have 2019, we have 2022. Generally, in general, for the single machine, single owner will be there, but it is our responsibility to update that, because Eric might know, or Eric is handling 100 to 100 servers, is the owner of 100 servers, he might not remember how many instances are there in each machine. So you have to update Eric. Hey Eric, we have 2022 also in this machine, or 2019 also in this machine. When we restart the Windows server, that instance also will go down for a while. Okay, kindly approve the same. Okay, you have to request Eric, because you have to let customer know. You cannot ask, hey, you are the owner, you don't know how many instances are there. You cannot ask them. As a DBA, you have to remind him that there are multiple instances. So when we restart the Windows machine, other instances also will go down. Okay. So there will be a downtime for the other instances also. You have to list out the instances. Mostly the same user will be there as a owner for the particular server. Sometimes, maybe rarely, for one instance one owner will be there, for other instance another owner will be there. So you have to take the approvals from all other owners, guys. How would I know, guys? Generally, okay, how we will know? Generally, we'll maintain inventory list, right? For this instance, he is the owner. For this instance, he is the owner. So check how many instances are there, and check who is the owner of each instance. If for all the instances, if the same owner is there, just remind him. Okay. For the different instances, different owners are there. Include their names also in the particular email that you are sending to Eric, okay, to your business approval, to your business owner. Then let them know that you are rebooting, so that it will go for a minimal downtime, because you are not patching their instances. You are just rebooting hardly will take 1 minute, roughly 1 to 2 minutes. So 1 to 2 minutes before patching, 1 to 2 minutes after patching, the instances will be down. Just let them know. Okay. In case if that is very rare scenario, in case if two three owners are there, they will talk each other and they will give a combined downtime, so that the others are not going to be, okay, disturbed. The other applications are not going to be disturbed. They are going to talk and they are going to give the downtime approvals, guys. Clear? Questions, doubts?
Yeah, and we have to take the backup just before the patching to
Vinay,
be on the
Vinay,
safer side.
Vinay, Vinay, please. I am going to
Okay.
cover prerequisites. Since beginning of the session, I'm telling you, I'm going to cover all the prerequisites. This is a segment of patching process. Okay, the
Okay.
prerequisites will be covered. What are the prerequisites are going to be? I'm going to cover. Don't worry. Around 10 prerequisites are there. Okay. Fine, guys. Any other questions? Any other questions in this process, patching process and all? Are we good on this?
Sir, yeah, under like what situations some people will suggest, sir, like n minus one to patch n minus one.
Okay, so the thing is, generally in some organizations, they might not, okay, be comfortable with the latest updates, because we don't know how the latest updates are going to behave. So sometimes people are in a rush in some projects like banking projects and all. Some people, okay, they might ask you to wait and patch, because don't think all the updates are very good and it will not create any problem. There is a chance that after patching, the application might not run properly. Sometimes even it will not start also. Okay, it will not start also, though there might be an impact of new updates also. So that is the reason some people will go with the n minus 1 concept. Means if cu20 is the latest one, n minus 1, 20 minus 1, okay, we have to go with the cu19. Okay, so some people, their strategy like this it will be. Some people, they will immediately ask you to patch. So it depends upon the organization to organization. Some people will follow n minus 1 rule even while installing the sequencer also. If the latest version is 2022, they don't install 2022. N minus 1 rule, which is 2019, only they will follow. If 2025 is released and then n minus 1, okay, then which version it is? 2025 n minus 1, which version it is? 2024, huh?
22.
22, the previous version. N minus 1 means the previous version. So what is the previous version of 2025? 2022. So like that, some people will go for N minus 1 in terms of new installations, and some people will go for, okay, N minus 1 in terms of updates also. There is no guarantee, Gauri, because see, the thing is, if there is a problem, the advantage here is, if there is a problem, n minus 1 means, imagine now CE20 is the latest one. N minus 1 means definitely it was released last month, right? At least it will have 1 month time, right, in between. So in the last month, if it was released and if that update is really creating a problem, again Microsoft will release one more update for that as a GDR or QFE. So you will have time. But if it's the latest update, there is no time to release. Again, Microsoft will identify this, fix this problem, and again Microsoft has to release a new update. So for that, how much time we don't know. So n-1, if you use what is the guarantee means, you will have time in case if that CU19 is creating a problem, Microsoft will release another update in terms of QFEs or GDRs. So that is the reason we'll go with the n-1 sometimes. Is it clear, Gauri? Yes, yes. Okay, guys, any other questions? Abhishek?
No, sir.
Okay, are we good on this, guys? Right. So this is all about the mail process. Before patching, you have to go with. So guys, patching will take hardly 5 minutes, but I am going to cover almost 5 hours. The process, patching process. Yesterday we started, right? Okay, so we are going to cover the whole session and all. I mean to say, at least 2.5 to 3 hours. The minimum to minimum it will be there, including all the patching process and removing patching process and all. It will take roughly 3 to 4 hours. Roughly it will take. Okay, so that is because patching is nothing but just applying the updates. We can go ahead and we can apply. But as a in the interview, the interviewer want to know whether you know the process or not. As an experienced DBA, they will always concentrate on the process, guys. So you cannot directly go and patch the servers. If you do like that, that will be the last day in the organization. So if you are patching the server means the discussion will start 2 to 3 weeks before itself. It's not like suddenly they will come and they will ask you to patch, and it's a regular activity and we are going to patch the servers. So like that, if you get 50 servers every weekend, if you are patching 2 to 3 servers, okay, hardly it will take for you 10 weeks or 20 weeks to patch all the servers. By that time again new updates will release. 20 weeks means how many months? 4 months, right? On an average, roughly. Okay, 3 to 4 months. In these 3 to 4 months again a new update will be released, right? So again you have to patch. See, this is a continuous cycle in 365 days. So it is very common that patching process will initiate before 2 to 3 weeks. All this process will take. Eric sometimes immediately will give approval. Sometimes he might have any updates from the application side. So Eric will ask you, no, not now. You can go to the next week or next to next week. We can plan the patches. We are in the process of important. Like now we have Independence Day sales are going on. I don't want to disturb my systems. So let's plan after this Independence Day sales. Okay, like that they might okay postpone to the next week or next to next week. So definitely any server, if you are patching, means the discussion process, change request, approvals, and finally patch will take roughly minimum to minimum 2 weeks. It will take roughly. Now Eric approved, Eric gave the downtime. Okay, then what we have to do? Now you have to raise a change request. What is that, guys? You have to raise a change request. Okay, next process, raise a change request. CR, will call it as a CR. Okay, called change request. So as I said, we got the approvals from the customer. We got the approvals from the customer. But this is like mail approvals. But for the process wise, okay, if you are doing anything on the server, okay, you have to let the whole team knows that you are patching or anything, any change, even you are enabling and disabling a small option also is a change in the production servers. You are executing one script which is changing the objects. Maybe you are inserting some records, or you are deleting the objects, or you are deleting something, or you are implementing something. Any change that you are doing on the production servers needs a change request. Any changes, big or small, it can be patching, it can be a script execution, it can be a new database creation, it can be a existing database deletion, it can be a restart, it can be enabling any option, it can be disabling any option. So anything that you are doing, okay, on the production servers, you have to do with the valid proper change request. Without that change request, you cannot proceed, because what happened is sometimes, okay, sometimes what will happen, SLAs will be there, service level agreements between the client and the service provider. Okay, as per the SLAs, you have to follow the business. So if you are not following the business, what will happen is there is a chance that the agreement will be broken. So this is how it will work. And the process here is you have to raise a change request. Change request is a kind of a ticket, guys. Very simple. It's a kind of a ticket. So what it includes? So in the change request, mainly you will have schedule. Okay, schedule when you are trying to patch the server. You will have implementation plan. Implementation plan. Okay, you will have rollback plan. Something goes wrong. Okay, rollback. How you are going to roll back, and then you will have test plan. Okay, test plan and validation. Okay, these are all very important in the change request. So you will raise a change request. So in that change request, you will attach the customer approvals. Like in our case, Eric approvals will save that email as a PDF, and we are going to attach the approvals of customer. And then in the change request, yeah, communication plan, pre and post checks, those things and all will come. Okay. So in the change request, mainly they will ask for the schedule when you are planning to patch. There will be a sheet actually. In that sheet, you will fill all those things. Okay. Like the schedule, implementation plan, how you are going to implement for each step, how much time it will take, total how many hours you are going to take. Okay. And that 3 hours, if you are taking, you have to justify the 3 hours, what you are going to do, what you are going to do in the 3 hours. Okay. Restart the server takes 5 minutes. Copying the patch file takes 10 minutes. Opening the patch file take 5 minutes. Okay. Implementing the patch will take 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 1 hour. Okay. If something goes wrong, rollback plan again will take 1 hour. Validation plan will take 30 minutes. So you have to adjust your timing, whatever downtime you are taking, that 3 hours downtime, you have to adjust with each and every activity that you are doing in the patching window. Then once you raise the change request, this change request will goes to cab approval. Okay, CR will go to cab approval. What is this cab, guys? What is the meaning of cab? Change advisory
Change
board.
advisory board.
Change advisory board.
Yeah. So in the change advisory board, very big heads will be there. Okay, CFOs will be there, CEO. Sometimes if it's a small company, CEO also will attend that C cab meeting. Directors, vice presidents, okay, managers, senior managers, everyone will attend. Okay, every week, because you are not only doing the patching of the SQL server. See, don't think this process is only for SQL Server, MS SQL and all. No, from Windows side, if they are doing any changes on the Windows machine, from network side, if they are doing any changes, from storage side, if they are doing any changes, from application side, if they are doing any changes. So from every team, they can also do some changes, right? So all the changes they will represent every week, either Wednesday or Thursday, they will meet, and then they are going to discuss all the changes from DB team, what and all changes are there, from network team, what and all changes are there, from storage team, what and all changes are there. They are going to discuss it, and you have to, okay, attend the meeting. Those who are implementing the change, if you are implementing the change, you have to attend the meeting. You have to talk in front of CEO, CFO, manager, senior manager, vice president, and all. That's why from the class one onwards, okay, communication is very, very important. Communication means don't think that English language. You have to communicate well. That's it. Okay. That is a regular standard template will be there. Hey, okay, cab team, like we are planning to apply the patches on so and so server. We took the approvals from the owner. I have attached the email approvals in the change request. Kindly go through it and approve it. This only will talk. So, but if you want to talk in front of 20 people, 30 people, or 100 people sometimes in the cab meeting, at least you have to open your mouth in our class, right? And the daily stand-up meetings will be there. You have to talk in front of manager daily. You have to explain what you did for the whole day, and any roadblocks are there, any challenges are there. Okay, you have to explain, you have to give the handover to the next team. So if you keep opening your mouth, then only you can open the mouth in the meetings also. From day one onwards, meeting will start, guys. You don't have any time, okay, to practice again. Day one onwards, meetings will be there. You have to introduce yourself in the day one. So how you'll open your mouth? How you'll represent your changes in the cab meeting? So that's why interaction from day one onwards. I'm saying, please open your mouth. At least right or wrong, open your mouth. Okay, right? So cab meeting, you have to explain. Cab will ask two questions. Can you guess, Gauri, what questions they will ask? I think you are very familiar with the cab process, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The first thing is how many CIs are getting impacted,
Very good. Next thing is,
and
hmm.
approvals.
Very good. And other than
And the
that,
third one is lower environment testing
very good.
is done or not on that
Very
particular
good.
thing.
Super, Gauri, super. Okay, they will ask these two questions, whether you tested this in the lower environment or not. So this is very important because without testing this in the lower environment, how the patch will behave, how you can implement on the higher environment. Who knows if something goes wrong? Who will take the responsibility? Correct? So the first question they will ask is whether you tested this in the lower environment or not. Okay, if you tested, where is the artifact? Where is the proof? Where is the screenshot? So Shanmukh, do I need to test it in the lower environments before patching on the production? Yes, it's mandatory. You have to first apply the patches on the pre-prod environments with the same pack. You have to give some time, 1 week time. If users are not getting impacted with the new changes, then you are good to patch it on the higher environment. Is it clear, guys? Yes, Vinay, please.
So for lower environment, we have to take the permission, or we can do on our
Same, you
own.
have to take permission, but also you have to take the permission. But lower environments, they might ask you to patch it on the like weekdays after business hours and all. Not so critical as production, right? So they might ask you. Some users will give no problem. You can go ahead now also, no issues like that. Some users will immediately approve for the lower environment. Some users they might ask you to wait until the business is going to over for that day, like after 6 p.m. or night 10 p.m. They might ask you to apply the patches. Some people lower environment also it will be very critical for them. So for time sometimes they might ask you to patch during the weekends only if it is lower environment also. Production anyhow weekends only they will give, but sometimes believe me sometimes production also they will give on weekdays. If it is not so critical, they might ask you to patch it after 6 p.m. or after 8 p.m. or after 10 p.m. They might ask you to patch. So it's not mandatory every time they will give on weekends only. If it is a less critical applications, they might ask you after 8 p.m., 10 p.m. also. If it's a lower environment, they might ask you on the same day at the same time also. So the process is same, but you have to inform to the customer whatever you are doing, lower environment, higher environment, you have to let the customer knows. Okay, so he will be aware of it because all the users will ask customer what happened, why the application is behaving like this. Customer should have answer, right? If he don't know what's happening in his systems, then who will update the customers, users? So you have to inform to customer and you have to get his approval. Then only you have to proceed, even if it is a lower environment also.
And for lower environment, we have to raise a change request, and this will pass
Not
through that
required.
process.
Change request will be for only higher environments, mostly productions only. In some organizations, for staging servers also, they might need change request. Again, star mark, not all, very rare. Rarely they might ask you for staging servers only. For change request, staging servers, they might ask you the change request and all. But production servers, whatever you are patching, change is mandatory.
Okay.
Sir, who is responsible for change? That
We are
means,
the DBA team. We have to raise the change.
okay,
You have to, if you are doing patching, you have to raise the change.
okay, sir.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? Questions, doubts so far? So cab meeting. So I want to highlight one thing is cab meeting. Don't think that only for patching. Okay, not only for patching. If you are doing anything, you have to get the approvals from the cab. So the first question they will ask is whether you tested this in the lower environment or not. If you tested, where is the artifact? Where is the screenshot for that? Please attach the screenshot. And what is your rollback plan? And how many systems are going to be impacted? And how much downtime you need? These are all the four basic questions, common questions they will ask. Okay, for every change. how many users are going to be impacted, how much downtime you need, whether you take the approvals from the customer, whether you tested in the lower environment or not. If you tested, where is the artifact, where is the proof artifact, in the sense the screenshot of the particular change. Okay, and what is your rollback plan? If something goes wrong, how you are going to roll back it? These are all the 5 questions they will ask. Okay, mandatory is like how much downtime, and what is the other mandatory question? How much downtime you need, and whether you test it in the lower environment or not. These two are mandatory. Pakka they will ask. Remaining 5 questions commonly they will ask. Okay, so once they satisfied, then only they will approve the change. Once they approve the change, then only the change will go to implement stage. Okay, so for every ticket, for every change, there are different stages. Assessment stage, and then authorization stage, and then once everyone is like approved, then it will go to implementation stage. And once you implemented the change, okay, if it is successful, the change will be successful, the change will be closed with successful. And if it was cancelled, you can cancel. For example, last minute customer says don't patch, don't go ahead, we can cancel the change. And the other option is failed. Okay, assessment, authorization, implementation, successful, failed, cancelled. These are all the different states of a change. Successful with issues, good Gauri. Yeah, successful with issues, and failed with issues, like what and all components failed in case it was failed and all. Okay, so these things and all will be there. So these are all the different states of a change, guys. Are we good on this? If possible, at the end of the sessions, I'll show you ITIL. Okay, like incident management, problem management, change management, how the tickets will be, how incident ticket will be, how a service request will be in the service now, in the service now. Okay, we have ticketing tools, right? I'll try to show you if possible, if we have time. It's not part of the course, but for extra, okay, information and all knowledge purpose, as we'll do it regularly. So if possible, I'll try to show some sample tickets, how an incident ticket look like, how a change ticket look like, how a request item, how a service task. So all these things I'll show you guys if possible. Are we good on this? Change request, change approvals. Questions?
Sir, in change,
Mm-hmm.
all artifact, and that means rollback plan and impacted applications, CRIP, and all everything is available now in
We have to,
attachment.
yeah, we have to. Everything will be available in the attachment. Anyhow, you have to attach. Once they're satisfied with your attachment inputs, then only they'll approve. Sometimes the same thing you can fill it in the change also, like CI configuration items will be there. So you have to add it in the configuration items. It will the change again. We have different types of changes, guys. These things will be discussed, okay, in the at the end of the sessions. So there you have to high critical change will be there, low critical change will be there, low impact change will be there, normal change will be there. So different types of changes will be there. So in that also, once you fill that system, once you fill that change request, once you added that IP address and all, it will go for the conflicts. Maybe there is a chance that Windows team also they might do some changes on the same day in the same window. There is a chance. So when you added the IP address, the system will found that any changes are going on for the same IP in the same window. If any changes are from other teams are okay scheduled, then it will show you as a conflict. So if any conflicts, it will show you in the red color text and all conflict is there or not. So if any conflict is there, you cannot proceed with the change. You have to again change your schedules, guys. So everything will be there in the change request ticket. Okay, Abhishek. Guys, don't worry,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
don't worry at all. Okay, that is fine. Try to understand the process. Okay, it's good that if you are able to understand the process and all, you will get better visibility and all, better picture and all, so that you can manage alone. Okay, so without having any issues from day one onwards. If you feel difficulty, go through the recordings again and again. You will get the clarity, and then patching again. As I said, it will take 5 minutes, guys, hardly. Okay, you can copy it and you can initiate the patch. It doesn't take much time, right? So but this is the process you have to follow. Without following this process, if you are implementing the changes and all, it will create a problem to you. Okay, but don't worry, these are all new terminals, I can understand. Okay, but just go through the recordings once again, you will get better clarity. Okay, because I cannot show you if patching technically I can show you, this process I cannot show you, right? So I'm trying to explain each and every terminology, okay, that generally will part of it in the change request and all in the project and all. So I'm trying my best to give, okay, as much as I can from the process side, guys. Okay, so that's the reason I cannot show you the demo for change request and all, but patching I'll show you the demo. Okay, yeah, just give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute.
Hello.
Yeah, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any questions, any doubts, guys, on this change meeting, cab meeting and all?
Sir,
Yes.
can we discuss on types of changes or later
No,
classes
no, no,
will cover?
later. It will be
Okay,
covered.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
sir. Okay,
Again, the
sir.
topic will not be deviated, okay?
Okay,
For
okay, sir.
patching, change is mandatory, so we'll discuss only change. And again, what type of changes and all, again, it will be deviated, okay? That will be covered at the end of the sessions.
Got it, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Questions, guys? Right, okay. Fine. Okay, if no questions, then we are good. So let's go to the precautions, okay? Precautions are pre-checklist before patching. Okay, right. So what and all things you have to check before patching, guys? What and all things you have to check before patching? Because these are mandatory. Without checking these things, you cannot directly go and patch the servers, okay? These are mandatory things. First thing is you have to check, okay, how many instances are up and running. This is the first thing. In any order you can check, okay, but generally we'll try to cover all those things. How many instances? This we have already covered, okay? How many instances are up and running? How to check how many instances are up and running, guys?
Services.msc.
If you go to services.msc, okay, you can see all the services that are up and running in that particular machine. If you have one SQL instance, there is no problem. Okay, you can go ahead and you can, okay, get the approvals from the application owner. If you have multiple SQL instances, see here. Okay, we have two instances. One is named instance, second one is default instance. One is 2019, second one is 2022. Correct? One is 2019, second one is 2022. So as you have to patch the 2019, okay? So, and before patching, we have to restart this Windows machine. So the other instances also will be impacted. So check for the other instance also, Eric is the owner, means the same owner is there or not. For the other instance, Eric is the owner or not, or different owner is there. That you can check in the inventory. We cannot find this in anywhere. If you are maintaining inventory, there only you can find this. Okay, so check the inventory, who is the owner of the other instance. If Eric is the same, just inform to Eric. Okay, if the owner is different, then you have to include that guy also in the particular, okay, email that you initiated before patching. Okay, fine. And one more thing for other thing is check how many services are up and running. Imagine it can be two instances, but one instance can be down. Someone already stopped that instance. No one is using, they stopped that instance. So what we have to do is take a screenshot of this. Okay, what we can do is take a screenshot of all the services. Why we have to take the screenshot? Because imagine if one service is down like this. Okay, I'm just wantedly I'm stopping. Don't stop any, okay, SQL server. Just to show you the demo, I'm stopping the SQL server. Right. See now out of this, okay, now you have to take the screenshot, and whenever you're taking the screenshot, always try to take the screenshot with the server name. Otherwise, clients won't believe. What is the guarantee that this belongs to particular instance only, like that they will ask. Okay, copy this and just maintain one rough notes. Okay, until the process is going to be completed, you just maintain one rough notes and then you can just paste it here, guys. Because why we have to do these things? Why we have to do these things? Imagine, as I said just now, without checking this, you patch the SQL server, patching is successful. After patching is successful, you will go and check the services are up and running or not, right? That is mandatory, right? After patching is successful, you will see all the SQL services are up and running or not. You didn't check before the patching, you didn't check and these services are down before patching itself. But after patching, you check that and one of the instance is down. What do you think immediately? You tell me, guys. What do you think immediately? You didn't check before patching. You don't know whether they are up and running or not. After patching, it is showing as stopped. So, what is your what kind of thoughts you will get it immediately in your brain?
Because of patching only.
Correct. Very good. Because of the patching only, it might be impacted. Okay. So we might thought like this patching causes impact the other instance has to be down. But we don't know that is down before itself. And even application owners also, Eric is the, in our case, Eric is the application owner. Application owner also sometimes he will not check whether all the services are up and running. He also, he might aware of it, he might not aware of it. So application from once patching is done, we'll send an email to Eric. Hey Eric, patching is successful. Please complete like please check the validation. Please do the smoke testing and all. Check and let us know if everything is looking good or not. So Eric, as part of the smoke testing, he is going to check the services. One of the instances down. Eric don't know that this was down before patching only. But Eric simply raise an issue because in that email he will simply send a screenshot. The services are down. In that email, manager will be there, lead will be there. What they will think? Without checking all these things, how you initiated the patching like that, they will discuss in the meeting. Eric also don't know, but it was stopped before patching itself. So you should have a proof, right? You should have a proof that you are correct. To justify your answer, you should have a proof. Customers are in the organizations, for everything that you are doing, you should have a proof. They don't believe otherwise if you don't have proof and all. They don't believe. Even though you are a senior employee, they don't believe. Where is the artifact? Where is the artifact of this? What is the guarantee that this was down after patching or before patching? And again, you have to go through the old mails and why it was stopped, everything you have to do. See, for 5 minutes work, you have to take 5 days also to find the root cause why the service is down. Okay, so that is the reason. If you have a screenshot, see here. Okay, see the server time, see the server date, see the services are down before patching only. This is the screenshot I took before patching. No one will talk. There is no discussion on that. Then Eric will try to find the root cause from his side. He will not ask DBA team why it was failed, why it was stopped. Eric will try to find the root cause and all from his side. Okay, from the application side, he will do RCA, root cause analysis. He will not touch us. So that is the importance, guys. Everything that you are doing, you should have a screenshot. Okay. So because of that, it's always good to take the screenshot before patching. You have to take the services screenshot. Even though they are up and running, take the screenshot. Even though they are not running, take the screenshot. Okay, at least you have to have one screenshot. What is the status? Imagine if six services are there, one is already down, and if you don't know which service is down, you will be confused. So if you take a screenshot later, you can just go through that screenshot, what and all services are up and running after patching. So before patching, after patching, you can try to manage. So this is one of the pre-checklist that we will follow before patching, guys. Okay. Next is same like databases. Check how many databases are there and whether the states of databases and the states of databases. For this also same. Okay, go to this. Imagine, okay, go to the SSMS, go to the databases. Imagine one of the databases down, okay, like this. Imagine wantedly someone kept this database offline. This is how we can keep the database offline, guys, okay? Drop all active connections and all. Imagine this was offline. You didn't check the databases before patching. You directly patched the SQL server. After patching, when you are doing health checks, you just check whether databases are online or not. One of the databases is offline. Then what will think, guys, immediately? The same case, right? Maybe because of patching, this database went into offline. Even Eric also will think in the same way. So what you have to do? You have to take the screenshot of the databases also before patching. Okay, you have to take the screenshot of the databases also. So that when you take the screenshot of the databases, so next time if Eric is asking, then you can simply show the screenshot. Hey, this is the screenshot. So the databases is offline before patching itself. Okay, so you can simply show this screenshot, okay, to the customer or to your DBA team, guys. Okay, so this also you have to maintain. Next is third one. Make sure enough free space is there in the C drive. Okay, guys, you don't find all these things, okay, in the free checklist of Microsoft and all. This is like with experience. Maybe I might patch around more than 1,000 servers I have patched since this, okay, 12 years. In this 12 years, I have patched around or more than 1,000 servers plus only I patched. So these are all some scenarios that I have faced. These are all some challenges that I have faced in this 12 years patching career, guys. Okay, so lot of things. Nowhere you will find this information and all in the uh, Microsoft recommendations and all. But it's good to have all these things so that you can minimize the failure chances. That's it. So sometimes like what will happen is what exactly patch will do, I'll tell you. When you're patching, when you install SQL Server, what kind of files you will get it, guys? When you install SQL Server, what kind of files you will get it?
Setup files.
Setup file. What will be the extensions of the setup files?
.exe.
.exe, and generally setup files contains the extensions of .exe, .dll dynamic link library files, .rll resource link library files, .msi, .msp. These are all the extensions of the setup files, guys. Okay, these are all the extensions of the setup files. Now let's go back to this. Let me explain this concept so that you will be cleared. Okay. Now let me go to this flow chart. Imagine this is your SQL Server. Okay. So when you install SQL Server, automatically you are going to get these files, guys. Okay. These files in the folder. Which folder it is? C Windows installer folder. Okay. When you install SQL Server, you will get these folders. Okay. So the files can be file name dot msi, file name dot msp, file name dot dll, file name dot rll. Something I'm just giving an example. Okay, SQL underscore core insta. Okay, insta. Okay, like this. Imagine there is a file .msa file is there. Okay, so these are all the file. When you install SQL Server 2000, any version, I'm just giving you as a reference. Okay, 2019 SQL 2019. Okay, 2019 is just a reference. When you install SQL Server, these files will come generally. Okay, so now you are trying to install an update patch file. Okay, patch update. Imagine now you are trying to install one patch file. This is the patch file. This is like imagine CU20. So what will happen? Listen carefully. This is the update that you are trying to apply on the SQL Server. Okay, this is the update that you are trying to apply on the SQL Server CU20. This CU20 contains the same files. Okay, so what it will do, for example, if there is an issue in this particular file, the CU20, okay, the CU20 will have the same file. The updated file will be there, right? The updated file will be there of particular SQL core insta. So when you are patching the SQL Server will take the backup of the previous update. Imagine it can be an RTM, it can be a CU19, anything. It will take the backup of a previous update. Where it will take the backup? It will take the backup into the C drive. Okay. It will take the backup into the C drive. It will keep the files into C drive, and then it will replace the CU20 files, okay, in the current location. Are you getting the point, guys? Everyone, are you getting the point? how the patch will
Yes,
work.
sir.
Is it clear? Guys, any questions, doubts? Are we good or not?
Sir, could you repeat? Sorry.
Very simple. Let me explain again. When you install SQL servers, okay, you will get some setup files, right? Supported files, you will get it. So these are all the extensions of the supported files. This is when you install SQL 2019. It can be an RTM supported files, it can be a CU19 supported files, anything. Now you are applying CU20. You are applying an update. What this update contains? An updated files of these, the versions of these files, an updated versions of these files it will have. So when you are patching, these RTM files will be backed up into C drive, and the new updated files from CU20 will be replaced, okay, in the current location, which is C Windows installer. Now is it clear, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Sir, automatically it will get backed up.
Yes, automatically. No need to do anything. Automatically, this process will be done as part of the patching process. You don't need to take the backup. Okay, automatically this mechanism will be applied. Now, it is going to take the backup into C drive, right? This is C drive. If you don't have enough free space in the C drive, can it take the backup of the current files?
No.
No. So what will happen? It cannot take the backup. The backup will be failed. If the backup is failed, patching will be failed. This is one of the reason a patch can be failed. If you don't have enough free space, Shanmukh, how much free space? Ideally, up to 3 GB, minimum 3 GB free space is important. Ideally, minimum 3 GB free space in the C drive. C drive, it will take backup to C drive only, not in other drives. Ideally, 2 to 3 GB is important. 2 to 3 GB free space is important in the C drive. If there is no free space, don't proceed for the patch. Okay, what you have to do? You have to simply request Windows team to extend the C drive or to clean the C drive, so that they will make sure to have at least 5 to 10 GB free space. Then only you can proceed for the patching. Why I explain this topic, you will also get to know maybe in the future discussion. Okay, this is very important, the file replacement and all. Okay, are we good, guys? Now, why, if there is no free space in the C drive, why the patch will be failed? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So you have to, as a precautionary step, you have to cross check how much free space is there in the C drive. Okay. Make sure we have enough free space. Enough free space in the, make sure enough free space is there in the C drive. Okay. Make sure enough free space is there in the C drive, at least 2 to 3 GB. If less than 2 GB is there, sometimes 2 GB is also will work. If less than 2 GB is there, better don't proceed for the patch. Stop the patching and request Windows team. They are going to add the storage, or they are going to clean the C drive so that you will have extra free space. Okay, and then you can proceed for the patching. And the next pre-checklist is run select attach version and check the output is showing same as Object Explorer. Okay, Object Explorer version information. Let me explain you. Now go to the server. New query window. What is that query, guys?
Select
Edit
Build
version,
number.
select.
Select edit version. What output it will give?
Version of the
related
SQL stack.
and
Okay.
build number.
Very good. Okay. Select edit version. Generally, where we can see the version here without running this query, where I can see the version?
Object Explorer.
Build number, right? 15.0
Instance name.
2000.5. Yeah. Now let me run this output. Okay. So what is the build number I can see? 15.0.2000.5. Both are same or not? Both are same.
Yeah.
Both are same. Shanmukh,
Yeah.
is there a chance that both are different? Yes, there is a chance. When? If the patching is partially successful. This information you are getting from the master database. Whatever number you can see, this information you are getting from the master database. Okay, master database. I am saying database you're getting the information, but as I said yesterday, who is responsible for the patching? Which system database is responsible for the patching? Which system database is responsible for patching and upgradation?
Resource.
Resource DB.
Resource DB will have the build number. Your patching means you're actually patching the resource DB version. Okay, right. So now there is a chance if last patch is partially successful, means only few components are updated, few components are not updated. That is called partially successful. Then here it will show the different number. Here it will show you the different number. Are you getting the point, guys? Here it will show you different number. Here it will show you. Here it will show you the latest patch. Might be okay. CU19 patch update. It will show. Here it will show you the RTM only because it's not completely patched. So there is a chance that if patching is not failed, failed means both numbers will be same. There is a patch can be failed, patch can be successful, patch can be partially successful. These three states will be there for patching. Patch can be partially successful, successful, and failed. So if it is partially successful, then here it will show a different number, here it will show a different number. For example, last patch. What is the last patch? What is the last patch, guys? CU19. Okay, let's go back to this. CU19 is the last patch. CU19 means what is the build number of CU19? What is the build number of CU19? Here you can see. If you apply patches of CU19, the build number will be changed to 16.0.4200.1. Now, what is the build number? 16.0.2000. Sorry, I'm so sorry. 15. Let's go back to 15. SQL 2019. So last patch 15.0.4430.1 and the current patch is 4435.7. So what will happen is if the patching is partially successful, here it will show you 2000 only, but here in the table it will show you 4430. 15.0.4430.1 means both are not matching. In what scenario this will happen, guys? When the patching, the last patch is
Partial
partially
success.
successful. So what is the solution for that?
Remove the patch.
Very
Remove the
good.
patch.
Very good. Okay. The solution is you have to remove the patch, guys. How to remove the patch, I'll tell you. Now, as of now, we didn't discuss it, right? How to patch it. Then once patching is done, I'll show you how to remove the patch also. Is it clear, guys? Everyone? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we'll take the break now or we'll continue and what we'll do? No, I need response from everyone, okay? Because I cannot take one word from one person. You need break, guys. Don't hesitate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take the break, come back after 15 minutes. We'll discuss the other things, okay? Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's continue the precautions. Okay, so yeah. So now, as I said earlier, we have to check the version before and after patching. So you have to run selected at version. So you have to compare the output, okay? And you have to check whether the object explorer, okay, version build number is showing same as the select at version output, okay? So there are some chances that, guys, again, these are all very rarest of the rare scenarios. There is a chance you might get these kind of things also. I am not saying every time you will get this kind of issue. Very rarely, out of maybe 200, 300 servers. Oh, okay, Gauri. Okay. Fine. Right, okay. So out of 200, 300 servers, you might face this issue. Okay, so it might be a first server, it can be maybe 100 server or 200 servers. Okay, so that doesn't mean every time for every server you will get this issue. Very rarely, in case if last patch is partially successful, then only, okay, there is a chance that the patch can be failed with this kind of error. So before patching, if you check, because why I'm explaining all these things, guys, in the interviews, they will ask you, did you face any challenges with the patching? While patching the SQL server, did you face any challenges? Okay, you should be able to explain, okay? You can convert the same thing. Yes, while patching the SQL server, the patching is failed due to the version issue. So I checked selected at version, the object explorer is showing different build number, and the selected at version output is showing different build number. So later I removed the previous patch, then I just patched again with the latest update, which was successful. Like that, you have to convert and you have to tell, because sometimes they might ask you these questions also. Tell me if you faced any errors recently, how you fixed those errors, okay, to check whether you are a genuine or fake DBA. They might ask these questions also. That's why just convert. These are all the precautions, right? Tell them that, okay, patching is failed due to this error. Then you fixed it. Okay, like that we have 5 10 precautions. If you miss any of the precaution, there is a chance that patching can be failed. If we explain that as an issue, so definitely, okay, they might think that, okay, definitely they will think that you are a genuine DB, and also that is the reason I am spending a lot of time on this, guys. Okay, fine. So that is one scenario that you have to remember. Next scenario is, okay, same kind of scenario. Run select at server name and check the output. Okay, it is showing, check the output is showing the server name same as object explorer. Any questions, Vaibhav?
No, sir. No, sir. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Right, let me explain this also. Same kind of thing. Select @ server name. Now you can see the server name like this, right? So in the table, how it will be stored in the master database, how the server name will be stored. Okay, execute this. You can see this is the server name. Of course, both are same, but again, same like version only. There is a chance that sometimes this name will be different and this output results will be different. Very rarest of the rare scenario again. In what scenario, Shanmukh, it will be like that? Can you guess in what scenario it will be like that? In the object explorer, it will show you a different name. In the selected server name, it will show you a different name. In what scenario? Can you guess it?
Maybe if the Windows team changed the machine name.
Very good. Very good, Jarif. Okay, guys, this is what? What is this? When you are connecting, you are going to give the instance name. What is this name? You remember we already discussed this, not completely, but just machine name, right? Can I change the server name?
Default. No.
Machine name, not SQL Server instance name. Can I change the Windows machine name? Can I change the Windows machine name?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Windows
sir.
team can do it.
I can change. Yeah, we can change. Okay,
Go to my PC, right click property, and you can change the name.
very good. Yeah, we can change it from the my PC properties and all. We can change the server name, guys. Machine name, server name in the sense machine name. So imagine if I change the machine name, which name it will take, guys? Is it going to take the new machine name or how it will manage? You're getting my point right now. Currently, the machine name is this one. Okay, Win KO6DVFBGOR0. I can change it like this. Change settings and click on change. I can give the my own name. I can give batch 59. Okay, I can give the name. Now, if I change it from this name to batch 59, what will happen? Machine name will be changed. Now default instance will always take the machine name. So here, which name you have to give, B59, or which name, this old name you have to give while connecting?
New name,
We-
because
New
Windows
name you have
authentication
to
is
give.
there.
Very good. B59, batch 59 you have to give. So you will connect with batch 59. But when you connected with batch 59 name and when you run the query, okay, selected server name in the master database, it will still show you the old name only. Are you getting the point? In the master database, it will still show you the old name only. From the machine side, you change it, but from the SQL Server side, have you changed this one? Maybe while installing the SQL Server, we discussed this point, okay? The default instance name, we cannot change it unless and until if machine name is changed, okay? So now the machine name is changed in the Windows side, but from the SQL Server side also you have to inform to master database, right? Hey, this is not your, okay, instance name. This is the updated instance name you have to inform, right? So there is a chance that this is very rare scenario. Maybe hardly so far, maybe once or twice I faced this issue. Patching is failed due to wrong server name. Okay, due to wrong build number. The previous case, maybe 10, 20 instances I have faced, but due to wrong server name, 1 or 2 instances. Okay, patching is failed due to wrong server name. Guys, is it clear? Everyone. So there is a chance if names are not matching, patching will be failed, guys. Selected server name, whatever output you are getting, this should be matched with the output that is there in the Object Explorer, the server name that you can see in the Object Explorer. Both names should be same. If the names are different, patching will be failed for sure. What is the solution for this? Any idea?
You have to update
You
server
have
name.
to, yes, you have to update the server name. For that, there are 2 queries, okay? sp underscore drop server old server name, okay? Control C, Control V. So you can just keep it in the single quotes as it is string. Okay, this is means when Windows machine name is changed, Windows team will inform us. Generally, they will inform us. If they fail to inform us, then we might face these kind of issues while patching. So first statement you have to run is you have to drop the old server. Then can you guess it? What will be the next statement? You can
Create
guess it
server.
easily. Create a very good kind of thing.
Add server.
Very good. Add server, server name, batch 59. Okay, single quotes, comma, local. That's it. So whenever Windows team changes the machine name, you have to run these 2 names and then you have to restart it. If Windows team failed to inform or if DBA team is missed this step, the next batching will be failed. Okay, so this is also one of the use case. So you can explain in the interview, have you faced any challenges while patching the SQL Server? Yes. Okay, last time when I'm patching the SQL Server, one of the instance patches failed. So upon doing the health checks, I came to know that sp underscore, sorry, selected server name is giving different server name and in the Object Explorer it is showing different server name. So later I came to know that Windows team changed the machine name, but they did not inform. So immediately I dropped the old server using sp underscore drop server name and I have added new server sp underscore add server name comma local. And then after adding, I restarted the server and then I patched the server again. It was successful. Okay, so this is how you have to rephrase it while explaining the things. Fine. So this is also one thing that you have to
Sir,
check.
one second.
Anil, yeah, please tell me.
If you drop a mail to Windows team, they
Hmm.
will add server.
They will, no, we don't add it. Sometimes when the application name is changed and all, the machine names of that belongs to application also will be changed. So we don't request Windows team to change the server name. Okay, Windows team, application team will request Windows team to change the server name, but either application team or Windows team has to inform us, but sometimes the communication will be missed. So due to that, these kind of issues we might face. And again, as I said, this is rarest of the rare scenario, not regular scenario.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Continue, please.
Fine. Yeah. So this is what the other check is. Okay. So let me go back to this server. So now this is clear, right? Fine. So other than that, you have to check all the database states. Where is that? Make sure on a free space. Check all the database states, guys. Okay. Next is like take the backup of the databases. Again, I'll tell you. Take the backup of all the databases. But this is not valid. I'll tell you. I'll explain why. Okay, before patching. Generally, we don't follow this step, but there are some scenarios you might follow this step also. I'll tell you why. Imagine You got a window at night 3 a.m., early morning 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. You got a patch window. Imagine if the server is big, how much time it will take to take the backups of all the databases. For 1 TB, roughly it will take 30 minutes if the server resources are good, if the server is free without busy. For 1 TB of database backup, it will take roughly 30 to 45 minutes. Imagine if I have 5 TB of database, how much time it will take? 2 to 3 hours. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct? 2 to 3 hours it will take. So when I have to take the backup, my patch window started at 3 a.m. When I have to take the backup? At 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. When I have to take the backup? If I started at 3 a.m., definitely I will not get enough time to patch. Correct? If I started my backup at 3 a.m., 3 hours will be gone for the backup only. When I will patch it? So when I have to take the backup, before patching only, I have to start the backup. So 12 a.m. I started the backup. It ran till 3 a.m. And again, that 12 to 3 a.m. data, how I am going to get it? 12 a.m. you took the backup, you started the backup, it completed at 3 a.m. But 12 to 3. So if the databases are big in size, this step is little complicated. But Shanmukh, without safety, how you can proceed? Okay, there are two options. Either you can take the backup from the SQL Server side using SQL backups, or else you can request Windows team to take the VM snapshot. VM snapshot hardly, even though the machine is very big, hardly they will complete it in 20 to 30 minutes. The whole machine, the machine backup they will take, not only SQL Server backup, the whole machine backup they will take. Again, the recommended practice is, okay, always request Windows team to take the VM snapshot, okay, before patching the SQL Server for old machines. This is very, very, very important. If it is a physical machine, as I said, I guess I have already discussed this point earlier. One of the physical machine, when we apply the patches and when you reboot, before applying the patches, I just rebooted the server. Before or after applying the patches, I just rebooted the server. The server is not coming online. It's a weekend. It's a physical machine. Weekend, physical machine. Physical machine means what? If it is online, anyone can access from anywhere in the world. It's a physical machine. It's not coming online. Then the server is in US data center. Maybe I guess in the New York data center, I guess. How you are going to fix this issue? Physical machine not coming online. It is in US data center.
Manually turn on.
You have to go and check. That engineer has to go and check to the particular New York data center. He has to visit the data center. He has to check where the server is and he has to fix it. How difficult it is? If you are asking the same support on weekends in the US, do you think they are going to go to the office? No. Then you have to wait till the next working day, which is Monday. So on Saturday, I rebooted. Monday, I took the help of one engineer. Monday at 12 o'clock, okay, the engineer came to the center, data center location, and then there is an issue with the disk. The disk, they changed the disk, and when you restart the server, they have to select the accept conditions. So they did not select it. So no one is there to select that accept conditions. So the machine didn't came online. If it comes online, anyone from any team can access the same machine throughout the globe. Okay, but the machine itself is not coming online. That is the challenge with the physical machine. If it is a virtual machine, we can directly handle from this window. Okay, from this window, VirtualBox Manager, we can handle. If it's a physical machine, you have to directly go and check what went wrong. So these kind of challenges will come. So for safer side, request if it is an old machine, always don't take the risk. Request Windows team to take the VM snapshot. They might ask you one ticket. Hey, DBA team, please raise a ticket. Just raise a ticket, matter of 2 minutes. That's it. You can save a lot of time. Okay. But if you miss that, if everything goes well, no issues, guys. We cannot expect, right, what went wrong and all with the old machines. So definitely, again, it will create a lot of impact on you. Okay. So that is the reason. Always request if it is a critical machine and if it's an old server, make sure, okay, you ask a request Windows team to take the VM snapshot so that okay, we can proceed without having any issues. So I don't recommend taking backups of all the databases. If the databases are small in size, which can complete 15 to 20 minutes, you can take the backups for safer side. Okay, but better instead of that, you can request Windows team to take the VM snapshot so that okay, the whole machine level backup will be there. If something goes wrong, you can restore the whole machine. Okay, guys, are we good on this? Questions, doubts? Okay, and
Sir,
copy the
physical mission, will it be possible to take VM snapshot for physical mission?
Windows machine. I said, Anil.
Okay.
Windows machine. That's why I'm here also I mentioned, right? Request Windows team to take VM means what? Virtual machine. No, you're asking physical machine. Physical machine also you can take the backup
Yes.
using different tools.
Because physical missions won't be
And
visible
different tools.
from decent.
No,
Okay.
not from the decenter, okay? From the tools. They can use tools to take the backup.
Got it, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is copy the patch files before patching itself, or copy the patch files during the weekdays itself. Sometimes what will happen, okay, you will have a network path. That network path will be accessible from all the servers so that your patch file will be there in the network path. You can copy paste it directly. Smooth process. Very rare. Sometimes the network path will not work. You might think that network path will work so that you can copy the patch file at night 3 a.m. Imagine the network path is not working to copy the patch file. You cannot download the patch file to the server directly as server doesn't have any internet connection. How you will handle the situation? The network path is not accessible so that you cannot copy the patch file and you cannot download the patch file directly to the server. Servers don't have internet connection. How you will handle the situation? Tell me, guys. Night 3 a.m. Who is going to help you out if network path is not working? Right? So that is the reason you have to copy. If you plan the patching on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, by Friday itself, you have to copy the patch file. If not working, if the path is not working Friday, at least resources will be there. Windows team will be there to help you out. On Saturday night 3 a.m. or Sunday night 3 a.m., who will be there to help you out? So you have to cancel the change. Windows team will be there, one support will be there, but who knows whether he is sleeping or he is available? We cannot guarantee, right? There is a chance that if there is no work, he will sleep. Okay, so sometimes, okay, this kind of scenario also will happen. So if you cannot patch the SQL server with the silly reasons like this, there will be very like it will create a bad impression on you because it's mandatory that you have to copy the patch file on weekdays itself. You cannot wait till last minute. Suddenly, if network path is not working, you have to face a lot of challenges. So you have to cancel the change itself. So these kind of challenges also will be there. So for the safety side, for the safer side, better copy the patch files on weekdays so that if something is not working, if path is not working, someone will be there to help you out. Okay, they will help you to copy the patch file and all. These are all the main precautions of the patching, guys. Okay. Any questions, doubts so far? Are we good, guys? So I'll show you how to download the patch file, and in the next session, I'll show you how to patch the SQL server. Okay. Okay, fine. So if no questions, let me show you how to download the patch file. Go to the same website. Okay. So now I want to patch SQL 2019, right? The latest one is U32 for 2019. And go to this. And if you go down, okay, you can see the description also. And it was released July 8th, 2025. Last month only. Okay. July 8th, 2025 it was released. And go down. These are all the fixes that are going to be applied. And how to obtain. Okay, generally you can see here how to obtain the download patch file. You can see here, or just simply type Control F, download. Okay. See, the following package available for download from Microsoft Download Center. You can just click on the download, guys. Okay. It's simple to download. It will simply ask you SQL Server 2019 RTM CU32. Okay. KB article, knowledge base article, and click on download. So in this way you can download. Nothing, no options and all will come. Okay. Very simple option. Just choose the English language and then you can start downloading the things. So it just started, guys. In this way you can download. So in the organizations, your manager will ask you to download and you can download. Yeah. And you can download, okay, the patch file and all. So that like this you can download. And again, sometimes they will ask you like what will be the size of the patch file also. Roughly any patch file, generally it will be up to 1 GB. Nowadays, whatever updates we are getting, that will be roughly 500 to 800 MB. So you can tell any number between 500 to 800 MB, guys, if they're asking what is the patch. Because we'll regularly copy the patch file, right? So when we are doing regularly, okay, definitely at least we'll try to, at least we'll see the size and all. As we are copying, we'll see what is the size, how much time it will take to copy. Like that, we'll have a rough idea, right? So sometimes to find whether you are a genuine or fake, they might ask you what is the latest update and what is the size of the update. So you can tell any number. He also don't know what is the size exactly. You can tell any number between 500 to 800 MB. Okay. So in this way you can download. Once it's downloaded, we'll copy to the server. And in the next class, I'll show you how to patch the SQL server, guys. Are we good? Any questions, doubts?
Sir, we are getting any mails or any pop-ups like the recent one is launched like this.
No. We have to keep checking that one. We'll not get any mails and all that.
So we have to checking in Google.
Yes.
Okay.
Questions?
And one more, sir. Every time we are updated the patch files, like the setup files will move to C drive, right?
Yes.
So every time, for example, this month I did, next month I have one more update, next month one more. So every month one setup file will move to C drive. So day by day, every month the data will be occupied by this data. So we need to delete from the C drive.
No, not required. Okay. So generally what will happen is, for the safer side, it will take the backup of the files. Once the patching is successfully completed, it will just see, don't think all the files will be changed in every patch. Okay. The respective files only will be changed. Only it can be, for example, if 100 files are there when you install SQL Server, if you got 100 files, okay, maybe the bug related files can be like only 10 files will be there. Okay, so safer side, it will take the backup of all the files, but the files that are changed, that only it will keep the copy. And for example, now this is the scenario. Let me explain this point actually. This is good point, actually valid point. So now on 2012 RTM, you patch the SQL Server with SP3 CU10. Okay, SP3 CU10. So on top of RTM files will be there. RTM files will be backed up. RTM files will be replaced with SP3 files. Okay, and again some CU10 whatever updates are there, CU10 files also will be copied. Right. So when you remove the CU10, patch, now tell me the answer, guys. This is for everyone. Type your answers in the chat. I just patched 2012 RTM with SP3 and then CU10. Then when I remove the CU10, to what level it will go? It will go to CU9 or which level it will go, guys? Type your answers in the chat. Chat. Don't tell the answer. You are getting my question, right? If you are not getting, just let me know.
Pardon?
I am patching SQL Server 2012 RTM with sp3 and then cu10. First I applied sp3, on top of that I applied cu10. Now when I removed cu10, we can remove the patches, guys. I'll tell you the next topic will be remove patch. Okay, how to remove, in what scenario we'll remove. So when you remove the patch, will it goes to cu9 or to what level it will go? Okay, fine. Okay, good guys. Okay, got the responses. Nageshwar Reddy, 2012 RTM, Reddy Prasad, CU9, Pragna, CU9, Eric, CU9, SP3, Anil K, Sanjay, 2012 RTM, Nagesh More, Nagesh More, right? SP3, Yasir, okay, SP3, Yasin, SP3, Vaibhav Patil, SP3, Sajid, SP3, Anil Reddy, SP3, and Kavya, CU9, and Roja, SP3, and Vinay, SP3 have updated till CU9, Sandhya. Express the details from master DB, then from where their object explorer details will be. I'll tell you. Okay. Yeah. So most of you said, okay, mixed answers we got. Some of you said CU9, some of you said SP3, some of you said 2012 RTM. Okay, correct. Okay, fine, good. So now listen carefully. Always you have to concentrate on patches only. Okay, not the updates. So on top of RTM you applied SP3, you patched SP3, and then on top of SP3 you applied CU10. So as I said, you have to concentrate on the patches that you applied. Okay. So when you remove CU10, it will not go back to CU9. It will directly go back to previous patch state. What is the previous patch state?
SP3.
SP3. It will go back to SP3.
It will be on
If you
service.
remove SP3, then will it go back to SP2?
2012 RTM.
2012 RTM. The previous patch state is 2012 RTM. Is it clear? Always it will go back to its previous patch state. Always. I'm sorry. It will go back to its previous patch state, guys. So this is how it will be managed. So now in this scenario, so when you are patching 2012 RTM, that files will be replaced with SP3, and then some of the files will be added. It is not going to replace, because when you patch with SP4, then SP3 files will be replaced. But here simply you are adding. So next time when you are removing, I should have old files, right? SP3 files will be stored somewhere. So that is the reason it will keep a copy of SP3, and if you remove SP3 also, it will keep a copy of 2012 RTM files. So whenever you are patching, okay, every time the files are going to be added in the C drive. So if there is no free space, you are going to add again the storage, but it will save a copy of it. That for example, you are patching with every update, CU1, CU2, CU3. Regularly you are patching with every update, CU1, CU2, CU3, CU4, CU5, like that up to C32 you just applied. So yes, the affected files, what are the files that are changing, it will keep a copy, so that when you remove it, it should replace with the old file. Right now if you go back to the diagram, where is my diagram? Yeah. So here when I remove the CU20, it will replace the old file with RTM copy. So for that purpose, It has to. So if you are patching with all the updates, the answer is yes, it will save. Again, not all the files. What are the files are affecting? Out of 100, if only 2 files are changed, the changed files only it will store. Is it clear now? Anil, right? You only asked this question, right? Anil K.
Yes, yes, sir.
Are we good
Got
now?
it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that is all about the patching precautions and all. Yes, Roja, please.
Sir, sys schema that comes under which database, sir?
This schema will be there in every database.
This means system, na?
System, yes.
Okay. But we are using queries, right? Yesterday sysalt files.
That is view,
So-
view. That is view.
Yeah. From which
That is-
database it is taken?
In every database that will be there. System databases will be there in every system. In every user databases also views will be there. Okay. If you go and see here, that and all whatever views we are using, that will comes from master.
Mhm.
Yeah, that will come from master. Say for
But
example,
physically, how we can see?
these are all the system views. It will create copy. Okay, sys.objects, sys.columns. Okay, it will create a copy. That's what when you are actually what happened when you are creating a new database, it will take the template of model, right? So these things will comes from the model database. Okay, so whatever things that you can see here, so these views and all, it will be copied when you are creating a new database. So in the model, actually all these views will be there, but system related views, user database related views will be there. With system related views and all, it will be stored in the master database, sys.sys alt files, okay, related to SQL Server configurations, related to the SQL Server internal data to see, this data will comes from the master database.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Anil Reddy, please. Yeah,
Sir, go back to Excel sheet once, sir.
Excel sheet, okay. Yeah, Anil.
Sir, imagine like on top of RTM, we installed SP3 and
Okay.
then CU9 we installed
Okay.
and later CU10 we have
Now
installed.
tell me, you only tell me the answer. You know the answer.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Like suppose if there is any issue with the latest patch CU10, so if I uninstall,
That's it.
so
The latest, what is the
CU9
latest
will
patch?
be
Yeah, what is the latest patch? That's why I gave you an option called it will go back to its previous patch state. What is the previous patch state of CU10? You already patched with the CU9, right?
CU9.
If you don't
Yes,
patch,
sir.
it will go back to a previous patch state. If you patch
SP3.
it, automatically it will go to CU9.
Okay, sir. Yeah, got it.
I have one question.
Yes,
Suppose we have done the patching with SP3. Next
Okay.
month CU1, CU2, next month.
Hmm.
So now it is 10 months past. So SP3 was patched on January. Now it is October. CU9 10. Now we replace remove SU10. Then this will roll back to CU9 because in the September we have patch with CU9. Correct?
That's it. That's true. That's true. If you patch with a CU1, CU2, CU3, see if you apply every patch, it will go back to its previous patch. That's it. Very simple. There is nothing logic and all. Always it will go back to its previous patch. I'm not saying previous update. Previous update is different. Previous patch is different. So now you patch with the CU1, CU2, CU3, CU4, CU5, CU6, CU7, 8, 9, 10. When you remove 10, it will go back to 9. When you remove 9, it will go back to 8 because you applied all these patches. But on top of SP3, directly if you apply CU10, when you remove CU10, directly it will go back to SP3 only.
Correct. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Sir, Windows team only download patches also, right? So it's not true, Sajid. Okay, as DBA, we just have to copy from shared location. It's not true actually. Uh, Sometimes it's a kind of a reverse scenario. DBA team will download, Windows team will copy. Sometimes DBA team will download. If you have access, DBA team only will copy the patch files. If you don't have an option, sometimes it's a very secured project, banking project and all. Okay, Windows team will not give you the copy option to the servers. So you have to request Windows team. They will only download. They will only copy. Okay, sometimes if it is a banking project kind of thing. Generally, 90% of projects they will give permissions to us. We can download. We can copy to the server.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys, that's it
Okay,
for
sir. Clear.
now. Yeah, we'll connect again today evening 7 p.m. IST. We'll continue the patching, guys. Okay, we'll complete patching and remove patching also in the next class. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Bye. Good night. Good day.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.